Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Adventures with Cataclysm. Now, I'm on location here in Sun Valley, Nevada. Alright, I decided to take a little vacation. While I was here, I was told about possible alien activities here in the area. Now, I've got a self-proclaimed UFO alien expert with me. This is St. John Anderson. St. John, glad to have you on the show.
Good to meet you too.
Alright, now what can you tell us about the supposed alien activity here in the area?
Well, if you look up above directly and everything, you see a bunch of lights going in one straight line. It's always just one straight line, but they don't look menacing until they come out. But when they do, they fly fast. Like, super fast. Almost like jet speed fast.
Alright. I mean, are you sure you're not just seeing airplanes, man?
Well, I thought that's what it was too. But I was at a UFO encounter when I was at a baseball game. And then when I saw this great big, giant, balloon-looking thing, and it said, "Have a good year." I thought maybe that was just, at first I thought it was a blimp, but when it said, "Have a good year," I felt almost an intimate connection with it. And everything that I was, experiencing in my head, it almost felt like they were just talking directly at me. But when I did look at the thing, it's like they know me.
Okay. What about all the alien activity that has supposedly happened in this area?
Well, if you want to go alien activity, you have to look mainly around your surroundings. They beam down at like this runway looking thing, but when they do, you see these big-headed green something out of like a sci-fi movie. But when they actually come out, they're carrying stuff with them. And when they do, they're taking stuff out of them. They're like pulling out these, looking like, devices to where they have like a screen on them. And when they do, it's like they also put it up to their ear and they almost sounds like they're communicating with one and another.
Okay. I mean, it sounds to me you're talking about an airport, where people travel from one place to another on airplanes. I mean, this is what it sounds like you're telling me here. You sound like you're talking about people talking on telephones. You do realize what you're saying here, don't you?
Well, yeah. But, see, you gotta think. You can see a person talking on a phone, but with these things, they almost sounded like extraterrestrial. Like, I saw this one almost...
You mean like that?
Yes! There's one right there! Do you see it? Do you see it right there?
Okay,
It's right there!
Yes, I see what you're talking about. Okay, we're gonna move on here.
No, look, there's one right there.
I see it. I see it, man. It's all right though. It's okay. What makes you feel like you're qualified though to tell everybody about your alien encounters here?
Anybody else hearing that?
I don't hear anything.
Oh no. Okay. What makes me qualified? What I think makes me qualified? I sent a letter to the governor, and he said that when he thought that my thoughts on this were legitimate, but for some reason he put LOL at the end. I don't know what LOL means, but it almost felt like he legitimized it. And then he sent me a brochure to what almost looked like a mental institution. I don't know. It looked more like a vacation house to me. But I could have swore in that letter, when he wrote back, he said that he felt like my thoughts on this were real.
Okay. Well, when we were talking before we started the show today, you mentioned something about Area 51. Now, you were telling me that you thought that they had something to do with these large devices or ships or whatever you're seeing in the skies and all, but isn't Area 51 hundreds of miles away?
Oh, no. Well, yeah. The actual location itself may be, hundreds or even thousands miles away. We will never know. But you gotta think, they are funded by the government. And I'm sorry for spitting on you. I'm sorry. But you gotta think, okay, all of these, devices that you see on, like a light that you see in the air, yeah, sure, you may think that it's a satellite, but what if they're a listening device? What if they are actually listening to us? They could be listening to us right now and everything. They probably have listening devices on the planes that we supposedly think transport people. I mean, come on. Don't you think that might be a little bit possible?
I think it might be possible that you should be taking your medication, because you ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to have to wrap this up tonight.
Wait. Do you hear that?
I hear a car driving by.
That's not a car. That's not a car. They've learned how to use their vehicle.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I guess our interview is over. It just goes to show you that the paranormal is out there, but sometimes it's just all in your head. Thanks for watching.